10,500 steaks at 2020 Democrat steak fry, despite their meat consumption climate change concerns. Hi, great to have you all with us. If you are new to TSD, tap on the subscription button and click the notification bell so you can receive authentic news that you can rely on daily. Democrat presidential candidates took part in the Polk County Democrat steak fry in Iowa Saturday, which featured thousands of sizzling steaks. Their participation follows weeks of climate change alarmism from the presidential candidates, many of whom have signaled support for limiting beef consumption in order to combat what they say is a looming climate catastrophe. According to reports, organizers were prepared to grill roughly 10,500 steaks plus 1,000 vegan burgers? What? I'm sure you see that ironic contrast. So, 17 candidates attended the event, including Joe Biden, Senator Elizabeth Warren, Senator Bernie Sanders, Kamala Harris, Cory Booker of New Jersey, Amy Klobuchar of Minnesota, Michael Bennet of Colorado, Beto O'Rourke, Andrew Yang, Mayor Pete Buttigieg, Julian Castro, Tulsi Gabbard of Hawaii, Tim Ryan of Ohio, Tom Steyer, Joe Sestak, Steve Bullock, and Marianne Williamson. The participation follows weeks of climate change alarmism from presidential candidates and activists across the globe. Several of the presidential hopefuls have floated limiting beef consumption, particularly in recent weeks. Yang told the audience at CNN's 7-hour climate change town hall this month that it's good for the environment, it's good for your health if you eat less meat. I think it would be healthy on both an individual and a societal level for us to move in that direction, he said. Klobuchar also signaled support of reshaping dietary guidelines to reduce beef consumption, as did Harris, who said the government should find a balance between creating incentives and banning certain behaviors. As Breitbart News reported, Harris said she would support changing the government dietary guidelines and the food pyramid to reduce the amount of red meat in American diets. She also supported the ideas of putting climate impact labels on food. I've always believed that we should, expand what's on those cans of those things you buy in the grocery store, she said. We should expand the list, and included in that should be a measure of the impact on the environment. Mayor Pete Buttigieg called for more balance in American meat production, but was careful to say he was not in favor of abolishing the cow. He argued that government intervention like a carbon tax would encourage Americans have more balanced diet and a more balanced footprint. O'Rourke cited a similar solution, arguing that a carbon tax would balance out the carbon emissions by the meat industry. I think we just have to be more responsible in the way that we do it. And the best way to do that is to allow the markets to respond by setting a price on carbon in every single part of our economy, every facet of American life, he said. In August, Sanders signaled that he would consider a meat tax in order to help combat climate change. Germany has imposed a meat tax in hopes of limiting this consumption. A woman at a Q&A session at a town hall event in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina said, "What are your plans to stop these large corporations from further usurping natural resources and polluting the planet?" she asked. Thank you for the question, and it's a good question. All I can say is, if we believe, as I do and you do, that climate change is real, we're going to have to tackle it in every way, including agriculture, Sanders said. Their participation in the steak fry comes just one day after Friday's global climate strike, which several of the candidates adamantly praised. See that? These Democrats keep putting forward the best examples of double standards. See the irony? It's not even been a whole day since the global climate change strikes, and you see these people violate their own speeches just like that? Pro-Democrats, please take note. This is the sort of hypocrisy you're going to face if you end up doing what you were planning to do in November 2020. Please start reconsidering what you should do that will actually bring on a true positive change. Please tell me if I'm wrong. and let us know what you think in the comments down below. And if you've liked this report, please share among friends and family. And don't forget to subscribe to Top Stories Today. Thank you for tuning into TST. I'm David Ravine. See you in the next one.